Good morning, everyone. Frank Valkyria here in Amsterdam. It's Monday. Let's do a nice video, a little bit of commentary, reaction. I'm gonna react to this interview here because this is available, so probably we can squeeze it in. And it's a Logan Paul locker room after draw reaction. So let's do it together. Let's check. So this is another YouTuber channel.
Radio Raheem here in Manchester, England with Logan Paul. You traveled from my hometown as well. I'm coming over from Los
Wow, he
Angeles.
looks really
Man, and the crowd couldn't have been more against you when you walked into that ring. First of all, this is
beaten
your
up.
first fight. It was a major event. Talk to me about just the
You
feeling
see
you
how
had
such a
knowing
tall
what your mission
fight
was.
has on the body. You can see it on his face.
Doesn't matter what people think. I'm a fucking maverick. I am the maverick. So if I believe in myself, that's all that matters. And my team believes in me, that's all that matters.
There was a lot of moments in that fight when you had to believe in yourself. Like both of you had moments when you could have quit, when you could have given up. It seemed like you were dog tired. What was the most difficult moment of this fight for you?
It was like the third, fourth round. I'm like, I'm not a fucking boxer. I'm a fucking YouTuber who tried to learn how to box in 5 months. This is a sport that people have dedicated their lives to, right? And so trying to become a boxer in 5 months is very, very difficult. I will say the rematch, by the time that happens, I will be a full-fledged actual boxer. Whereas right now it was, I don't want to say pretending, but that's what it is. The experience in there that he had and being able to come through those last couple rounds is what I felt I was lacking.
Well, boxing is something, like you said, it takes a lifetime to learn.
I don't know if you can improve that much after 4 or 5 months. I mean, it really takes time.
Match immediately, the way you're talking now. Do you feel now like maybe you're a YouTuber and a fighter?
Give me 4 months. Give me 4 months and I will be a YouTuber slash boxer slash actor slash rapper, kind of, not really. I don't fucking know, bro. What am I?
Were you happy with the draw? Did you feel like that was a
It's always hard to like this guy. I mean, I'm not a person that hates on other people. I'm really not interested in that kind of behavior.
Yeah.
How do you think you
I thought it was 4-2, 100% hands down, won the first 2 rounds. Third one, I was like, kind of won. I thought I won round 5, for sure. That's where I thought.
From a quick look, I don't think they should be even in the same category, probably. The two body type weights, I think. He looks a little bit bigger than the other guy, so
that's where his experience, I think, just
I don't know if this in real life would have been even possible to do.
When the rematch takes place, you felt like you were.
I understand why some people feel cheated.
What are you going to work on for the second fight that you feel
I mean, they're already thinking of a rematch 4 months, 5, 6 months from now.
being a boxer, because what happened was, I didn't find myself necessarily breathing heavy. Obviously, I was tired, but it's weird because, like,
And it takes experience. I mean, I like that he's very egotistical. It's very clear. To also to do this kind of stuff, you have to be really egotistical.
Even after 5 months of training, that I think the second.
Let's pause for a moment. You have to be really egotistical, but at the same time, I always enjoyed. I've seen some videos where, you know, the pre-fight they try to emulate the big fighters, the real fighters, where they do a lot of talking trash of each other and that type of confrontational stuff just to create the hype and blah 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 blah. You know, the super ego kind of talk. And despite the fact that I still see that kind of egotistical behavior here, in my opinion, I like the fact that after the beating, there is some sense, you know, that they've matured understanding of how difficult. So like a little sparkle of being humble type of thing, even though it seems like diluted in a lot of egotistical behavior, but still I like the fact that there is that tiny spark of awareness that this is difficult and perhaps also silly to do, expecting to be a professional boxer in 6-7 months. Like I said, those guys, they know what they're doing. They're doing this because it's probably the best. It's the best thing they can do for what they do, for what they like, to capitalize on their channel. I mean, if those guys, they've made you know, a percentage of those 180 millions. You know, they probably raked in more than 50 million each, because I read that they agreed on splitting half and half. So for an amateuristic athlete to organize a fight and to make more than 50 million, it's just I mean, it's a one in a lifetime thing, you know. So they're really thinking of a rematch, not focusing so much on the fight, but on the capitalizing of the event. So they want, you know, make the money while they can. And after this whole thing is over, those guys are gonna go home with an incredible amount of cash, which is unprecedented for this type of thing, an era that two people growing on a YouTube channel, they managed to pull this off. To me, that's incredible. So that alone, I mean, I have a sense of respect towards how they managed. Personality-wise, I don't have to like the people, but I have to recognize that they've been quite smart in orchestrating this whole thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably watch the fight, and I read some articles that a lot of people believed KSI to have had an edge on Logan Paul, so the draw was unfair, but you know, those things how they go.
Again, when I walk in as a boxer with, 8 months to 12 months of training under my belt, it's going to help immensely, and 100% in the United States, going to get that victory. Good luck, KSI.
Yo, you guys had a lot of trash talk before the fight. There was a lot of things said. But one thing that happens when two guys face each other the way you two did,
Exactly.
sometimes respect grows out of this kind of event. How do you feel about KSI now? And you have more respect for him than you did before the bell rang?
Kind of.
I don't want to say
Feels
I
like
ever disrespected him.
second,
I mean,
you know,
what he's
doubting
done
for a moment, for a
is
second.
incredible. You know, I have to respect him as a content creator, as a person that works
Sure.
hard. Dude, it's not easy to say, oh, I've done YouTube my whole life and now I want to become a professional boxer. That's not an easy thing to do, but he's done it, and I have to respect it, as I'm sure he does with me. This only continues the storyline, man. It fits perfect, and this is going to be one hell of a rematch.
And lastly, Logan, I've talked to many professionals,
Yeah.
many champions, and they'll all tell you every night in there they learn something. That boxing ring is a classroom. This first fight for you tonight, what did you learn in that ring?
I got to work harder.
Radio Raheem with Logan Paul. He worked pretty hard tonight. We look forward to you working even harder in the rematch. It's been a pleasure watching.
The guy is tired, understandable, man. Fight draws so much energy. Wow. So yeah, anyway, I mean, just a few cents on the whole deal here. It's crazy. It's just incredibly new, this type of utilizing the media's to their advantage. And like I said before, Chapeau, it's just astonishing. Probably we'll know more about the revenues they made. It's just incredible. And despite the fact we like it or not, those guys, it's it's sometimes really hard to like this Logan Paul. But especially after all that happened in the last year. Well, like I said, I'm not a person that dwells in hate. I'm more interested in the possibilities and what they're doing, and to certain extents I find it inspiring that people with their own hands, not having affiliation with the big corporation and everything, they started from nothing, they created something and they use it to make 150 million pounds for an amateuristic fight. So incredible. Let me know what you think about this fight. If you watched it, I haven't. Probably I will, as soon as it get available for free, I will look into it. But from what I read, it's not anything like I mean, sometimes even professional fights, they seem kind of boring to the eye. So I wouldn't expect like a lot of thing going on. And there were just 6 rounds, right? Anyway, always spread love. I'm curious to know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and check my other stuff, vlogs and music and everything. And I'll see you next time. Take care.